Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's the F1 division, the pinnacle of our league. And we are here for round number 14 of the season, the highly anticipated, well for me at least, Bahrain Grand Prix, the Sakir International Circuit. Yes, I am looking forward to this week completely, and I am honoured to be streaming, commentating for the first division tonight. AJ, also known as Raikkonen, is moving to Wednesdays, I believe, doing F3. He cannot do Sundays anymore. He's got a few extra shifts at work. Life always comes first. It's a shame he will be missing the finale of this season, but yes, he will be taking over Wednesdays, I believe, as far as I know anyway. So, yeah, you have me. I'll be stepping in on occasion. I can't do every Sunday, but I'll do as best I can. I also have help today, and he has been out of the comms box for quite a while. Not since last season he's been in the comms box, but he is back, and I'm very happy that he's back. It's the hippopotamus himself, RSF1 Hippo. Good evening to you, Hippo.
Good evening. How are you?
Your mic's gone quiet again as soon as I start.
Hello.
A little bit louder than that.
Hello, I'm back.
Maybe there we go. Yeah, I was going to say maybe plug it out, plug it back in. Yeah, it's been a while, Hippo, hasn't it? But are you excited? You better be. Are you ready?
Yeah, should be good.
Okay. So you are an avid viewer of all the divisions, or most of them, including F1. What are you expecting here tonight? Last week was very, very entertaining, wasn't it? The racing was superb, as it should be.
Yeah, that was good. Easton didn't win. That was a nice battle.
Yeah, certainly was good. And of course, 4 weeks to go after tonight's race around Bahrain. We got Hungary next week, and then we move to Canada, Austria, and China. Load of good tracks in that selection as well. Luke in the chat saying you don't sound too excited, Hippo. Be more energy. Where's the energy from you?
I don't know. I didn't know.
Alright, fair enough. Yes. Yeah, several races to go after this one. And in terms of this division, Hippo, I've looked at the standings, obviously. I've been following this division as well. It's kind of a shame that the battle was kind of lost, isn't it? Because Eastern at the moment leading the championship going into tonight. Let's not beat around the bush, Hippo. It's a case of when, not if. And that's no offense to everyone else, because he's got like a gap of 65 with 100 to go or something like that after tonight. It is a case of if, isn't it? If we're brutally honest.
Yeah, for the quickest division, it's a shame, because you like to see great battles all the way through, but it seems like it's all done. Just needs to be signed pretty much. All written up, ready to be off by Eastern whenever we can.
Yeah. Your mic keeps cutting out, Hippo. I don't know whether everyone else is getting out on their end, but on my end it keeps cutting out. You're there and then it sort of fades away a bit. I don't know whether that's something to do with your headset or something, but yeah, right on board with Vettel at the moment. 16 of us here tonight, which is great to see, which is better than a couple of weeks ago in Baku, but we move on from there as he heads around in the start of Q1 under the floodlights, of course, in the Ferrari. Let's hope he doesn't spinala again. He's really hugging that white line just before the final corner. He's been watching too much esports, I think, as Mr. Vettel. Doing it again on the final corner, but looks relatively quick. We'll see what the time is going to be. It's in the 26s, which, let's face it, these guys should be in the 26s if they want to be competing near the front. I'd probably say a low 26. Has got to be for pole. It might even be touching 25s. But let's see how that stands up. A decent lap from Vettel so far. 26 is about right, Hippo, isn't it?
You'd like to
Are we
see
gonna
that
see?
as a base, yeah. You think 26 would be where most people can hit?
Are we going to see a high 25 from someone?
It could happen. I don't know who. You'd assume it'll be Q3, but we'll find out.
Yeah, your mic's a bit better now, so whatever you did, try and keep it like that. Who else is on the lap right now? Mansell in the Mercedes. Him and RSF and Vettel had a stonking, the word I'm going to use, stonking lap last week in Russia. They got all the camera on, most of the camera time last week. Let's see if they can go at it again. They were battling for like a point, I think it was, and Vettel came out on top in the battle, but it was a pleasure to watch as he goes through the middle sector. Now, a lot of these flowing corners, the curves at this track, Hippo, it's a lovely track to race at and battle against people, but the curbs, especially on this game, they can catch you out at any point, and there's two in particular, Hippo, isn't there?
Yeah, they're very inviting, but they really do throw your car out.
Yeah, this corner in particular, Mansell's just going through. You really got to be careful with the car. Always wants to sort of lose it as you go around there. You do not want to touch the curb on the inside, and you'll be very lucky to keep out of the wall on the inside of the track if you do make a mistake there, because of how fast it is. There's also turn 4 and 5, Hippo, isn't there? We've seen people go side by side through there as Mansell hits the 26.6, goes fastest for the moment. We've seen people go side by side through... Is it turn 4? It might be 5 or 6. You know the one I'm on about. The fast right-left.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we going to see any incidents through there which are going to cause a lot of debate, do you reckon?
Hopefully not. Although if any do, it will show that they're racing and it'll be close. So as much as you want them to be fighting through there, you want it to be ideally uncontroversial. Black and white, good or bad.
26.8 from Milan in the Aston Martin. Of course, Aston Martin and AlphaTauri are in a very close battle in the overall Constructors. At the moment, I believe there's 16 points in terms of Aston Martin's favour. They've been to-ing and fro for the last couple of weeks of who's ahead and who's not. That battle, the overall Constructors here, that could go down right to the wire. Of course, my team sat in third, Williams. You're Mercedes, aren't you? I don't think they're doing. Don't think they're doing quite well.
Not great.
I can't remember actually who's bottom. Is Mercedes bottom? Is it Ferrari still?
Ferrari.
Might need to. Yeah, I was going to say Ferrari then Red Bull. Red Bull have been very unlucky actually, I think, all divisions.
Yes, they're fighting for P9 and Constructors, isn't it? The overall control. 4 points separate them.
Right, on board with, or we're looking at anyway, not on board, but we're looking at Mega Centurion there. Still sporting the purple and pink helmet in honour of our former friend, Shrimper. And once again, a reminder to watch the 12-hour stream. Is it 12 hours, Hippo? It is 12, isn't it?
I think it's 12.
Yes, and if I remember the date correctly, it's the 4th of December.
Yep.
Yeah, so obviously more details will be coming in about that, but reminder, we have the Shrimper Cup, which is 3 races, all from drivers from different divisions, including wildcards in there as well. That's all been set up by Cornish. I believe the spaces are already filled, but if you want to take part, if you haven't signed up, then please go to RSF1 Cornish and he will try and get your name down, at least on the reserve list. Interesting format as well, because we're obviously racing at 2 of the new tracks, Imola and Portimao. We're also going to China I believe is the last race, which was Shrimper's favourite track. But of course, all the events we'll have, because it's not just F1, there's a Rocket League thing going on, there'll be other little things as well throughout this 12-hour stream. We've got to fill the time, of course, as Mansell goes around again in a 26.6. But yeah, of course, obviously the major point is we want to raise as much money as we can for the donation page, which will help with Shrimper's family and friends. And of course, anything you can give on that night will be very, very much appreciated. But if you can't, make sure you watch us throughout those 12 hours. It'll be a long day, but should be a fun one. And then I think we did it before. But yeah, we have done it before, and it was a lot of fun. Did you take part in any of those events, Hippo, when we did it before? I seem to remember you were around. Might have been through GTA potentially.
I was in and out of things green, but yeah, it's always good fun and good cause as well.
Let's ride on board with RSF1 Ice. Actually, there's a couple of few new names here I need to mention. We got the return of Sync Dyslexic, who has returned back to RSF1. We've also got, of course, we remember Ron Ford in the Ferrari because he won the last race in Russia. A very good race victory. Was chased down by Easton all the way through in the final stages, but held on for victory. He's now been joined, I assume, by the same clan member. I presume they know each other. RRM Celtic, or what are we going with, Hippo? Celtic or Celtic?
I think
Celtic.
Oh, that should be
yeah.
mine.
And I'm guessing he's either a fan of the football club or he's from there, is my guess. But welcome to RSF1. Be interesting if the pair of them are fighting at the top. Same clan but different teams, Mr. Hippo.
Oh yeah, it'll be tonight.
BF1 Racer saying, evening ladies, how are there? I don't know what that... I don't know what that for... Yeah. How are thee? Who's in the teams? Zalbrad. So, I presume you're asking about the stream on the 4th of December. I don't know when we're starting. I presume sometime in the morning, because we don't want to be too late. I guess like 11, 12 or something. Teams for the... Yeah, again, the vocabulary in this chat tonight. Jeez. Yeah, the Shrimper Cup. Again, we're still obviously a couple of weeks away from it. I believe Cornish is trying to sort that out. We still haven't had the driver draw, because there will obviously be a driver draw with this. The teams are split or randomized, so everyone will get an F1 driver, everyone will get an F5 driver, so on and so forth. Each team will also get a wild card, I believe, so just keep posted. Be patient and keep posted, in other words.
I've heard it might be during the stream. Just add out the stream and make it people actually watch. They're just waiting, come in and leave again.
Fair enough. Dyslexic goes P3 in the McLaren, 26.7. But there is Easton. There he is. Championship leader, 26.3. Already 3/10 clear of everyone else, of course. We're just only going to be eliminating the one driver. But obviously you are a driver in F5. Obviously race on the Tuesday. First of all, you're looking forward to your race on Tuesday. How are you feeling for this week?
Not particularly. Although normally the tracks I look forward to I bottle. So, might be a sign. I don't know.
Fair enough. But have you had a situation where you've been eliminated in Q1 this season, and obviously you have to wait until the race? It's a very long time from end of Q1 to the start of the race if you're out, isn't it? And it's in this situation you don't want to be that one guy, do you?
No, you just got to try and keep almost focused and just really engage before the race. It's a lot nicer if you can be setting that constantly throughout each session. Keep keeping the moves, keeping the focus.
Yeah, it's all about momentum, isn't it? Because just you lose the feel of the car. It's a weird thing to say, but you're basically waiting for about just under an hour, aren't you? 45 minutes if you're out in Q1. So none of these guys would want that to happen at all. And currently with just under 4 minutes to go, we got Ice, Element Snow, and Little Sparks yet to set a lap. Then don't want to leave it too late. Track limits are... How are the track limits around here, Hippo, actually? Because they are there, but it's not one of the worst tracks, is it?
I think in general limits are not too bad, although the curb are what can really do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it is possible to get a few penalties around here. Wonder who will have the most this week. But again, you don't want to leave it too late. Ikes joins his teammate. Or, half a tenth slower, actually. But right there with Dyslexia. So that leaves them in a little spots. And again, they haven't left the pit lane with just under 3 minutes. I never leave it this late, Hippo, because anything can go wrong. If you invalidate your lap, which obviously I have a tendency to do, that's it. You're done. You have no other chance.
Yeah.
It's always good to have like a lap on the board.
You only have time for one. Looks like snow's getting ready to come out. Look at the Merc garage. Can't see the spots.
Evening, Josh Meister, even delivering Horizons, Brad in the chat, BF1 Racer, and of course all the 20 viewers so far, which is a decent amount considering qualifying. Obviously it bumps up for the race. And of course we are competing with other streams as well that race at the same time. Is Ben become posh all of a sudden, Hippo? He's now saying good evening, Governor, to Joshua.
Maybe. You never know with Ben.
Fair enough. Minute 40. Is Little Sparks actually going to venture out, Hippo? I don't think he is. Obviously something's happened there. Well, that eases the pressure off, but I hope he's alright, because something's going on. Draco's lagging out as well, which is a shame to see. Yeah, that's it. Little Sparks is out. He's not going to be sent any time at all. Yay. We have somebody in the chat promoting something. We are not interested. Alright. See... Alright, Horizon, yeah, that's not maybe a bit too far. So Red Bull off. Hardy's might had a little bit of a rock, but we'll ride aboard of Element Snow as he takes a lap. Yeah, he's got to keep it valid. Well, he's through anyway, isn't he? I think.
Good.
Oh yeah, he's taking it very easy. That's not even full throttle. Half throttle for the first couple of corners. I guess he doesn't need to push at this point.
No point in risking too much.
Nope. Imagine if you listened to me, then went full throttle, then crashed at the next corner. In other words, I'll be very sorry. No Shells gets to 26.5, which is a very solid time for the No Shells in the Alpine.
Yeah, it's a venture into the mid to low 26s then.
It's all very close, isn't it? It's about half a second from 2nd to 12th. No, 2nd to 14th. So, very, very close at this moment.
Decent, a couple of tenths quicker than everyone else, but very close.
Vettel. This game is really, shall we say, interesting. I go quick with my setup before the performance patch. maybe you put your foot to the throttle a little bit harder this time? Maybe? There goes Element. A very inspirational 1:33.1, 6 seconds off. Is that 6 seconds off everybody else? It is.
Yeah.
That's great time, Element. Great. Oh yeah, Hardy did go off in the some ways. Got damage on his Red Bull, but he's back in the pits. Everybody else is. Little Sparks, the only one not to set a lap and out the session. I can only imagine Hippo. Obviously something has gone wrong for Little Sparks there, because I don't think he would have done that purposely.
I don't see why you would do it purposefully. So maybe
No.
he wants to be loud. I don't know why. But
My
to
guess
avoid
is
chaos.
Yeah, my guess is that something's happened and he's had to drop his controller for something or other. So that is the case. Hopefully he's all right. But we move on into Q2 now. Tire strategy this week, Hippo. I've only done a bit of practice, but what I'm seeing already is that the difference between the softs and the mediums is quite a bit, isn't it? I don't know whether you've done a bit of tire strategy practice.
Well, from the bits I did earlier, it seems like not spinning is key. Unsurprisingly.
Spark said he'll be back for the race, so yeah, you got have to do something there, which is a shame, but he's back for the race, which is good. Yeah, the difference between softs and mediums is quite a bit, so but it really depends on, again, what strategy you want to do. Of course, if you can get through to Q3 on mediums, great, that's the most ideal strategy, isn't it? But I think I don't think there's much difference, unless somebody else in the chat or you can tell me differently. I don't think there's difference to say, you know, start on softs is an advantage than say starting on mediums.
I'm not too sure, but I think ideally got to try on the mediums. Not worth having a go if you get through, then maybe try medium soft.
Oh, down to Easton. Hampton leader beached it to the gravel at 1, 2, 3, turn 4. He's got going again. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe that was a tactic because he's allowed everybody to go through. Enough Hardy first off. Hush saying P11 is the best place. Hards to soft. I would agree. I would agree. This is the thing about this track. If you get into the top 10, even if you're on pole, you've got to keep an eye on those that started outside the top 10 because fresh tyres, also the undercut is very, very powerful around here, isn't it? So even if, say, someone just misses out on the top 10, do not count them out.
No, I think the people that are low qualifying in Q3 will probably struggle more than those who didn't make it to Q3. Really helps on being a bit further back, seeing everything.
I've just seen like throughout the past of this track, so many and no rain expect. Really, really, I wouldn't have guessed.
So surprised.
No, oh, whoa, Hardy!
Snow then.
Whoa, he's backed into the wall. That was a massive tank slapper. Tried to correct it, snapped the other way. And then we got a nice view looking into his eyes. As we went down to turn 4 there as well. Ooh, Hardy's a lucky boy there, I think. I'm losing it again. That's quite a few times Hardy has lost it a bit there, Hoppo. Hopefully you can fix that for the
Oh,
race.
who's
You're
that?
not
Is
one.
that Eastern Beach? Yeah,
think
Eastern
he's-
was in the gravel. Again.
I think he was letting the people go through.
I must have invalidated.
So who's going to be the first now? There's
Or was it
Is that
Celsius?
coming?
Right.
It's about to begin. There's a Mercedes, I think. Mansel's going to be the first one. Set a lap. Medium tyres as well. Sandstorm expected end of Q4. First of all, Horizon, there isn't a Q4. So I don't know what you're talking about. There's a Q3, not a Q4. Mansell 27.5 on the medium tyres. Let's see how that stacks up. But I can imagine that would be quite good. There's a train of cars. Well, it's not a train of cars. It's Ron Beeford starting a lap with... Is that Easton behind him?
Yeah, looks like it.
The Ron Beeford just starting a lap and Easton's going for another one. Bit of disorganised on the track space, I think, for Easton there. Should have backed off a little bit more.
Milan's fastest on the softs. 26.6, isn't it?
Oh, Beeford just run a little bit too far wide on the curves at turn 5. Yeah, you can see Easton there. So he's backed off. But Easton's having a scruffy beginning to Q2 Hippo, isn't he? Been off a couple of times. Bite behind Beeford, who obviously distracted his lap with the dirty air and so on.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just in the zone, maybe. Maybe he's just talking to people and just joking about, but he's still got to get through if he wants the ideal start under this.
Yep. Oh! Buddy trying to get slipstream from his teammate Milan. Slight miscommunication there because he kind of wanted to go to the left initially and then Milan was like, no, stay to the right, stay to the right. So he carries on his way. Soft tyre run as well. I feel like if you want to get through the Q3 Hippo, I think you've got to be low 26s to be safe, I would say.
Yes, most likely. Although I don't see why people go soft first. They're just saving mediums for a two-stop. I don't know.
26.8 from Cuddy, just behind his teammate. Draco begins now. Now, I believe the rules state you can lag out 3 times, and once you've had your third, that's it. I believe Draco's on his last rejoin. But did count it. Yeah, so if he... Right, that's a good point actually, Ben. I was going to ask the chat, because of course AJ used to always do his now. Obviously I'll put a lot more effort if I was to do it, but you know what I mean. Do you want me to do the best impression of that? With maximum effort? Are we allowing the chat Hippo? Let chat decide.
We can do.
Max passion only, okay. Right, Draco just finishing his lap on the mediums. Got fastest at 27.5 for Mansell, and he goes to 28.0. So slightly down. But Mansell's time on the mediums looking quite strong there, Hippo.
Yeah, I mean the mediums, I think it's around a second difference. So it looks like a good lap.
Second just under, I think it is. We got dyslexic on the lap in the McLaren. I'm going to go off standings in a minute. The Ferrari off ahead of him, but not a massive off. I think from... Oh no, might have been a massive off from Vettel. Yeah, Vettel.
Who's now tucking in behind Easton and following dyslexic through.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of DRS, so the front line speed on to his next lap. Yeah, he's going to get a lovely slip trim as Dyslexic goes 28.0 just ahead of Draco. So Vettel will have the front line speed for a little bit into turn 1. Slowly out of turn 1. Hmm?
He said he sounds shocked to Vettel having off. Not that shocked.
Stop rating my front line speeds, Ben. You'll probably show me up tomorrow's stream anyway. All Vettel riding the curves of 5 and 6. He likes using the curves, this Vettel, at the moment on this lap. And again, you can use a few of them, but there are a few that spin your car if you're not too careful. 6 minutes to go. Using that esports line once again. I think everyone does that, or at least most people do that. That line, wide line through the penultimate corner. That's kind of the way you do it. You feather the throttle. 4th gear on the exit, and then again, he's just about keeping it valid. Extending the corner. All bit of a wobble, and again on the exit, can he beat a 27.5 for Mansell? 27.5 just behind, but he right there. He's looking pretty good so far.
I don't know if we're going to get background and have a soft run, though. He might just rely on that now.
Might be safe with that, to be honest. If not a lot of people convert to the soft tyres.
Lots of people in the pits, though, so I reckon they'll be transitioning over.
Yeah, BF1 racers saying there's going to be a repeat. Vettel versus Mansell. Yeah, what we need is like one of those boxing press conferences, don't we, between Mansell and Vettel. Get them in a party together and they start saying things against each other. Well, Mansell was a better driver than Sebastian, or vice versa.
Centurion's just slotted in behind Vettel. That's 4 on 27.5s now.
Yeah, all on the medium tyres as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if Adolf can join them in the Red Bull. Seasoned driver in the F1 division. I don't think he's been any lower than F1 since I remember. Horizon. I think a car will finish the race. You don't know that.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Everyone could crash.
If Vettel's the last one, maybe not. Maybe a safety car will not. Oh, but that's a car, isn't it?
27. Oh! Adolf's quicker than the mediums. 27.4.
I mean, Easton's just left the pit in his mediums, so let's see what he can do.
Yeah, 13th. I have just realised that Dangerous Dan is normal. I say normal teammate. The teammate EU normally has isn't actually here tonight, so he is joined by Rom Celtic. Only 13th at the moment, so you've got Eitz and B Ford yet to set a lap. You know what Adolf's lap is? I expected him to join the 27.5 club, and he was like, no, I'll make a better club. 27.4.
Milan's still alone in 27.6 or 26.6.
Right, it's right on board. So yeah, Easton's... Yes, remember Easton's Q2 so far. He's had a couple of offs, and he was stuck behind B Ford, wasn't he?
Yeah.
On his next lap, so this time he's got plenty of clean air. The next car ahead of him is a Mercedes, just going through the right hander. Both Astons think they're safe. We've got 26.
Snow. Elements.
Yeah, miles ahead, so plenty of time, plenty of space. Nicely through 5 and 6. Into turn 7, out on the brakes. Very difficult because it's downhill. Traction on the exit. Of course, remember, most of these drivers are riding no traction. A lot more difficult as Draco gets fastest on the softs, 26.4. The double left hand. Oh, look at that line. Look at the esports line. Hugging the white line over the curb. Through this tricky corner. Yeah, the car always wants to sort of skate out. Looking very good so far. Needs to beat a 27.4. Don't rumble on those curves too much on the exit. That's the one curb you kind of don't want to sort of go over, but you can do that in the last corner. Turns the car in. Car, it's absolutely planted to the floor. Foot to the floor now. 27.4 to beat 27.3. This is why he's leading the championship at the moment. Just knows when to pull the lap out the back. Am I cheering too much? Is it coming forward? I am neutral. I am neutral, of course. Right, who's in danger, Hippo? I'm looking at Centurion. I don't think he's going to survive in 9th place there.
Doesn't look safe, especially with people going on to softs or just starting their medium run.
You got Celtic, I think, on the softs. You got Vettel and No Shells on the softs as well. Vettel and No Shells, they don't think they're safe. Neither does Mansell. They want to be better than a 27.5. Ites is sticking on the mediums. Everyone else is on laps. You got Dyslexic, Celtic, Snow, Hardy, Ites and Beeford all need improvements.
Yes, Snow's just finishing his lap now by the looks of it.
10 seconds to go. He's just going to make the line for another run, but only goes just into 10th.
Not going
Ites goes 10th. Solomon Snow is done. He's just missed out on the top 10 as it stands. You got improvements, I think, everywhere else.
I don't know if we're on beef. Numbers to line 26.5.
Nice. And it's Mercedes and Mansell. Does he make himself safer? He does. Improves by a couple of attempts to join Easton. 27.3. Celtic goes 4th. They put Centurion out. Put Vettel on the bubble. Dyslexic now puts Vettel out. Just scrapes in the top 10. So it's No Shells and Vettel. Vettel, though, is on a much, much quicker lap. It's half a second up. But he is on the soft tyres. There's Ites. Hardy as well. Easton in the pits. Vettel's in the pits. Decided to not end the lap. He was definitely going to go through. Hardy stays 15th. No Shells back.
That 11th.
I don't think he's going to get it. I think Ites is going to push No Shells to 11th. Ites continues. No! 7 thousandths behind Vettel. So yeah, Vettel gets the elusive 11th spot. Will it work out for him? That's a bold, very bold call, Hippo, because he was half a second up on those softs. And then he thought, nah, strategy. Better work out for him because he would have been easily safe in the top 10. He's happy.
You haven't won yet, lad.
You know what that gamble is? You know what that gamble is, right? Yes, he's starting 11th. Yeah, if you stay out of trouble and remain clean and no damage to front wing, etc., etc., then yeah, it will work. But it's a short run down the turn 1, isn't it, Hippo? It's a narrow, heavy braking zone. Could go wrong very easily, but
yeah,
stay out of trouble. It
now,
could be
if you
one to
don't get
watch.
a podium, you've bottled it. Let's be honest, you're in a great position.
Yes. So top 10, Draco tops Q2, Beeford in 2nd, Milan 3rd, Celtic 4th, Kikadi 5th, all those on the soft tyre. Quickest of the mediums, Easton just ahead of Mansell, Odalf, Dyslexic and No Shoals just gets through the top 10. Vettel tactically stays in 11th place, only just 7,000th ahead of Eitz, and Centurion was close. Element, and then O'Hardy, 15th place. Right, I'm just going to go through standings very quickly before we get into Q3. Alright, I'll start off with the Constructors first. So, this is F1 Constructors, obviously not the overall. So, Mercedes 10th at the moment on 26 points. 9th is AlphaTauri on 60. 8th is Ferrari on 67. Haas 7th on 70. And Red Bull 6th on 81. Little battle going on there for the wooden spoon, I guess, of F1 Constructors. Then we have Alpine and Alfa Romeo locked on 125 points each. 4th and 5th. 3rd is Aston Martin 168. And then I think really the battle for the Constructors in F1 is McLaren versus Williams. McLaren 224, Williams 238. So very close between those two teams down the Constructors there, Hippo. They both have two drivers here. Obviously Dyslexic and Eitz in the McLaren. Celtic and Easton in the Williams. But only one McLaren in the top 10, Hippo. Is that going to hurt them a little bit, do you reckon?
It could hurt, it could help. You're never too sure here. Sometimes going further back helps you avoid the mess that can be turn 1.
Yep, Dyslexic is halfway round the circuit before anybody else decides to join him. No Mansell and no Charles coming out. F1 Drivers' Championship. So, start off at the bottom. We have Clone Troop, Diggles, Element Snow, Sync Dyslexic, all yet to score. Obviously, most of them have only just joined F1, so give them some time. I think they'll be alright. Then we got the Draco on 15 points, Adolf on 18. No Shells on 20 points, same as Lukey 20 points. Mansell 22, Ali Ferrari on 25. Eitz on 35, Vettel on 37. Mega Centurion 40 points, Milan on 41, RSF on Daniel 51, and then the top 4 in the Drivers' Championship, O'Hardy was 63, Dangerous Dan was 77, and then the top 2 in the Championship, Cuddy with 96 points and Easton with 161. Little reminder that no matter what the top 2 do, Easton and Cuddy, Easton cannot win the championship here, but if Easton wins and Cuddy does not get any points, then Easton will need only 10 more. That's a 5th place at any point in the last 4 races, and he has won the F1 championship. A big hurdle to climb for Cuddy, Hippo, isn't it? He's got to start chipping away at some point to make it even possible.
I think chipping away is a bit of an understatement. He's got to start. I don't know. He's just got to do something right, and Easton's got to mess up, really.
Yep. I mean, first things first, he's got to out-qualify him in this race, I think. That's going to be better said than done, because we have seen Easton once again showing his pace tonight. Quickest of the medium tyres going into this session, so you'd think when everyone goes on the softs, he will be top of the standings, but I don't think it's going to be as easy. There's a lot of competitors here, Hippo, isn't there, challenging for pole?
Yeah, lots of people know that they can contest this, and they're going to. They're going to throw everything at it.
Dyslexic, 26.9 on Dyslexic. I think there'll be quicker laps than that. It's a decent bank lap to begin with. No Charles, a 4.9 middle sector. That is a mighty middle sector. So it might have been beaten for Mansell. Got an Iron Brew style helmet. Orange with... Yeah, orange with kind of white and blue. 26.3 from No Charles. Very good.
Match the middle sector.
Oh! 26.3 as well. 400ths.
Out after invalidated, and then it's Ron Beeford.
5-3 middle sector, that's down. Milan 5-2, so that's down on Mansell's and No Shoals middle sector. They're in the 4s. Who is our former F1 champ Vettel? So I can't remember who it was. 26-7 from 4, just beaten by Milan, 26-6. Celtic, 27-3. Dyslexic, Season 2, okay. Was it, Centurion last season? I believe. Season 4.
Draco doesn't settle out.
Neither does Bex.
Easton, what's he gonna do?
Out the final corner. Him and Mansell being close. Can he find a few extra 10? Wow, 25s. 25.9. Never in doubt, I guess.
Well, we've got some predictions for pole. 25-8, 24-4, 25-7.
Yeah.
So, they all had faith. I'm not sure about the 24-4 from Sturridge though. I don't quite think that he's going to get there.
Can he do that?
He might. I predicted 1 minute 7. So that's for Austria.
26-2 for Maydell. Gets on the front row alongside Easton. Beats Mansell, No Shoals. Sadaf looking pacey. Milan's back in. Celtic is one out of fuel, so he's back in.
Looks like Cuddy's going to improve.
Joshua was saying a 25-0. And how these guys are going to find a second to what they've already done. .38 seconds up.
He won't set this. He'll pit. He's low on fuel. It's not going to be enough of an advantage for him to set it.
He's continuing.
Never mind.
The man collapsed at 26-7. It's right in that midfield.
He's just going to have to get back in and back out quickly now. Prediction from Locker, 25-4.
That's a bit more reasonable. These guys are only human after all, they're not robots. All these really fast times going on. Of course, as is always the case, especially the back end of the season, we need to start... Oh, Easton think he's done. Okay.
Unless anyone can beat Easton, it's going to be 25-9 for pole.
That's him saying, I think that's good enough. Come and have a go. Old. It used to be what Sebastian Vettel used to do when he was in the Red Bull dominating. Do one lap in Q3 and that's it. Yeah, Horizons just pointed that out. Because Vettel did that in 2013 Singapore, did one lap in Q3 and then basically retired. Yeah. We'll see whether that works out. So Hipper, you basically put the exact time that Easton has got?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to go quicker than that.
Well, we'll see. On board with the one car I do not want in the draw for next season. I do not want to be spending 23 races in this car.
23?
Yeah.
I thought it was 22.
I think it's 23 because it's 18 this season, right? We missed out 3, which was Netherlands, Monza, and Monaco, right? So already that's 21. It's actually 24 because now you got to add Jeddah, Imola, Portimao. 24.
Well,
anyway,
I think
here comes Draco.
Draco's only lap.
Oh! 25.9. What an effort. What a confidence from Easton. Nearly backfired by 0.03 of a second.
Still good.
Track
Mansell's
evolution.
back to start his lap.
Track evolution, Hippo, isn't it? The more you stay out on track, the more rubber is in, the more grip.
Mansell's sure to hope not to get involved in any traffic here, as lots of people start coming out for out laps.
Slightly deep through turn 1.
Other than Easton is on track.
Yeah, that's the one thing about the driver draws. 24 race season next season. For season 6, the biggest. It's most certainly the biggest season I've ever been involved in. And it's actually, it must be the biggest season anybody has been. You want a good car for that draw, don't you? You want a car that you want.
Yeah, you want the Williams for that.
Oh, you want the? I don't want the Williams again.
I want a car that's at the end of the garage, not the Merc at the other end.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't mind
So,
like a Renault powered. So Alpine or is that it?
Just an Alpine.
Is that it?
Yep.
Alpine or Honda? Alpine or Honda, I wouldn't mind.
Well, Ben does love Honda power, so I'm sure he'll be one of them.
Mansell's on the fly here, though. He's 2.5 tenths up. This could be challenging. Definitely challenge front row.
Maybe 25s.
Let's see, Mr. Saturday Man himself, the guy that qualifies very well. Can he convert the race? No!
Oh!
26-0.
So
0-0-1. And that's it as well. He's done his best effort.
Yep, Celtic's gonna be the next one. These are everyone's last laps now.
Yep. 2 have tried. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to attempt.
And 2 have failed.
Only
failed.
just though.
Good laps. Good laps.
Oh no, Scholl's binned it.
Noshy.
He did a Hamilton. He did a Hamilton in 2008, I think. Yeah. Slammed it into the wall.
Oh my god, how has he lost it there?
Oh, easy. Turn 6. Exit turn 6. You get on a curb. There's a McLaren off. Dyslexic is backwards. So they're dropping off.
Only 5 now to contest this pole.
See what Celtic can do. 6th. Exact same time as Milan. But Milan is on a better lap.
Oh. Never mind. Our Duff's valid. And he goes for a 25.9, but invalid, so it doesn't count.
Ooh. Ron Beeford, who was at the front of the grid last week in Russia, can he return to the front of the grid again? Get another grid spot. 26. 1 goes 4th.
Milan 6th.
There's Cuddy. Cuddy only 8th. Ahead of Celtic, and that's it. Easton is pole. 1 lap. Only just though. Half a tenth between himself,
Confident
Draco and
Scotsman.
Mansell.
Tired early, but kept pole.
Beeford in 4th, ahead of Adolf. Milan just ahead of No Shoals. Cuddy just ahead of Celtic. Dyslexic in 10th place. Righty then.
Sparks has just joined.
He did join initially and then left, and he's rejoined. Hopefully, hopefully they don't cause any problems, because I know
We had that early, didn't we?
there have been stuff recently. There is your top 10. Championship leader, Easton, pole position, puts himself in a great position to extend his championship lead even further, but we have a long race to go ahead of us. Be on the front row alongside Draco.
That session, only 2 laps were invalidated. Alduff invalidated 2 laps out of his 3.
Wow.
Still got P5.
We have had a few offs this qualifying session as a whole, hasn't we? So Means the racer who might have one or two drop it on the curbs. Weird places though. We've had one in the exit of turn 2 as well.
Turn 2. Cold tyres turn 2 can be a nightmare.
Hmm.
And especially in traffic as well.
Easton disrespected them all. No, he did one lap, thought it was enough, that was it. Not disrespecting.
Easton just knows how good he is. That's all.
He said, come and have a go. And they didn't beat him.
It just makes you wonder what Easton could have done with the improvements other drivers had.
Didn't need to.
He could have done it anyway, because you can't go worse, you can't go down in places. In Q3, it's all about your time.
Easton
You
better
bin
than
it.
Jarno Spinmere. Well, who knows, Hippo? Who knows? In a couple of years' time, we could be watching F1 Esports and RSF1 Eastern will be in it. Who knows?
You never know.
Hmm.
Getting pole from the pits is disrespecting.
Says Sebastian Vettel, who has won... How many world titles did he win? 4 or 5?
4.
It was 4, yeah. Says him. And he's a 4-time world champion. So... And Easton is a... He's won a title before, hasn't he?
2?
Easton.
He won 1 or 2? Just 1. He won season 3, I think.
Yeah, he won season 3. I don't know whether he won any seasons before that.
I think season
Admin
1
can tell me.
was Petroloid, Orlando.
He's won the most, hasn't he? He's won the most
Only
F1
one's won
titles.
multiple. He's won 1. Has he won 2?
Admins in the chat. Need your
Who
help.
won season 4? Was that?
That was
'Cause
Centurion, I
he's
believe.
left. Let's have a look through the archives.
This is where you can do your research, isn't it? Is he a double world champion or double RSF1 F1 champ? Maybe
Season
coming
3,
a third.
Eastern 1.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4,
He was with
Corey Marshall 1.
yeah, he was with his
That was the
teammate
one.
season 3, wasn't he? And they were 1-2.
Him and Lando, yeah.
Yes. Dominant Mercedes in that there.
Yes.
Quiet chat, it's not helping me out.
He's won season 3. Season 2, I think it's dyslexic. Season 1, Hush.
Oh, so if he wins this title, he'll be the first multiple champion then. So nobody's got 2.
In F1, yes.
Ah. God, I
Have a look
remember-
across all the divisions.
actually, that's a point. I remember a time when he was in the F2 division, just starting his trade.
Let's have a look then.
Right. Well, we are waiting for lobby host to ready up. Of course, the good thing nobody else is readying up before the host. Then we can get things underway. 34 viewers watching so far. Thank you very, very much for watching. As there is the timer, we can start this underway. And in about 2 minutes' time, I will probably embarrass myself. AJ's impression of the now. Problem is, I have 0 effort in my head to try and do this 1,000,000%. So, apologies in advance if people are disappointed for what I'm about to do. But here we go. For Bahrain Grand Prix, please take us through the grid, Mr. Hippo.
Okay, so starting from the back. Okay, Lil Sparks is moving, that's good. We have Lil Sparks in Alfa Romeo on medium tyres. Ahead of him is the Red Bull Hardy on medium tyres. Then Element Snow, Mercedes on medium tyres. Behind Mega Centurion and the Alpha Tauri, also on medium tyres. Then RSF1 Eight, who is in the McLaren on medium tyres. Then the position that a couple of people seem to be fighting for, P11, RSF1 Vettel, celebrated like a victory on the medium tyres in the Ferrari. Sync Dyslexic in P10 in the McLaren. And then we have Rom Celtic in the Williams on the softs. Last of the soft runners. On the grid.
Sorry,
Nearly
Dyslexia
hitting
just
Kid
binned
Cuddy.
it. Dyslexia just binned in the background. Carry on. Normal.
P8 we have the Aston Martin of Cuddy on softs. 7 we have the Alpine of No Shoals, the only Alpine on the grid on the medium tyre. Then we have the second Aston of FFR Milan on soft. P5 we have the Aldaf in the Red Bull on the mediums. P4 we have last week's winner Ron Beeford in the Ferrari on softs. P3 we have our second Mercedes of RSF1 Mansell on mediums. P2 we have the Haas of CSR Draco on the softs, and on pole we have RSF1 Easton in the Williams on the medium compound of tyre.
It's going to be an interesting start. Look at the spread between mediums and softs. There's a medium soft, medium soft, medium soft, medium soft, soft. Rest mediums.
Medium. Also, the front people are starting to get on the grid. The back 5 haven't even got around the last corner yet, so...
Is that Ike's holding everybody else up? It is. It's making me more nervous for this. I want to get on the grid and go. Okay. Those that are wearing a headset or listening through your microphone or whatever, please turn them down. Maybe not
Increase
as
the volume.
much. Maybe not as much. This ain't going to be as good as AJ, but I will do my best.
If you want, leave it. Yeah.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Right, we are waiting. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't do this. Alright. Are we ready?
Not like this.
Babe,
The
hit
lights
the
are
thing.
black.
What the lights? I don't know what the lights are.
Go to Easton. Should show you.
Oh, no.
I don't think we're going yet.
Really?
So, how's
After
everyone
all
doing?
this. After all this hype. We're stuck.
No, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Not happening now, anyway.
There's a red X above Eastern at the moment. Is anybody else? Don't see another one. It's just Eastern. On my screen, anyway.
What's he doing? Come on, yeah, we Scotsman.
Well, we can't stay here forever. Got to make a decision in a bit. Can't believe this. Can't believe
How's
this.
everyone looking forward to Bahrain then?
What's everyone's fault on Dubai? Good race, wasn't it?
Oh. Oh, we've just gone.
Oh, God. Oh. Mighty Biscuit called restart anyway. So, yep, restart is called.
That's going to the meme review.
Yay.
Just wish I had a better clip of that. That's the thing.
Fantastic.
Oh, Draco taking the lead. Oh.
Could you record the last couple of minutes, please? Or something, so we can have something for the grid.
Oh my god.
Restart it is. Yay. I got a stall. I got a stall again. What a go into a stall. Already did Jeddah the last week. What do we want?
There was no warning of when the now was.
I know. I know.
It just went.
Where was the now? Well, I was kind of caught
Who's
off guard
Saudi
slithering,
again?
and the restart had already been called, so I couldn't do it.
Oh, what track do you fancy doing?
Oh, Imola.
And do that.
Alright. Jeddah, wet backwards at night. That's a good call. That's a good call. Oh yes, my driving, my janky steering. That everybody's going to be...
There's nothing wrong with flickies.
Alright, Zenith Horizon has given me the challenge. Let's do this. No. Jeddah. Yes, there. We go sunset? Dusk? Go for dawn. Saudi Arabia, in the wet, in the dawn. How wrong can this be? Please don't take too long, guys, to restart the lobby. Lincoln's thrown out the challenge to you, Hippo. Even though you are an F5 driver and he's an F4. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Setup. I don't have setups. Oh, great. Well, Easton's done a BF1 race. Oh, let's do BF1 races setup. Why not? Why not? How wrong this? How badly this could go backwards?
No, listen. Bahrain's one of the bad tracks for me. The good one was Baku, and how did that turn out?
Oh my god! What is this? What? I can't even tell that it's dawn. For a start.
No, mate.
My god, you can't. Oh dear. You know what it's bringing back? It's bringing back Vietnam vibes in the wet. Done. There we go.
Let's see. Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Okay, I got confused there for a second. There's a marshal post there with like a big gap. I don't know what turn this is.
Some people still in the old lobby.
You need to back out of it.
Oh my god.
I'm being very cautious going backwards. This is more flat out than I thought.
Actually...
Oh, there's a wall there.
Yeah, that bit isn't quite flat.
There's a corner there. Ow. There's a wall there. Oh. There's your commentator, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I'm not an F1 driver myself. And I'm doing this backwards.
So this is how you're meant to drive, Jeddah, by the way, guys.
That's more
if
tight
you
on the
weren't
exit.
sure, do a 180 and then just don't brake and you'll be fine.
The marshal posts have put me off. Like, there's like gaps in the walls where, are you going that way? No, off the track. That's fine. That's a corner cut. I can't see the road, like the markings.
Right, said
That's a
Mazepin
tight
driving
corner.
in Jeddah be like, that's a bit harsh on Mazepin.
Yeah.
At least he goes the right way.
Turn 1 and 2 backwards is fun. Yeah, I put it to dawn, like the time of day to dawn, and it's not worth. Right, I'm gonna do this normally.
That might help. You never know.
Any progress on the lobby?
I'm trying to find out. Let's join Easton's game. Let's see.
See, when we have to stall like this, I'm going to be getting something next week which will help if we need to stall again, rather than just me driving around and embarrassing myself.
Well, the lobby has been started, although it's still being set up.
Hmm?
We're in the lobby. Oh, there is a lobby that is being made.
Do they have the grid?
Not yet, no.
Did you manage to record
Yeah.
from the last session? Maybe get them now.
Let's find where he's.
Can't see a thing.
Let's try and get it to him.
She don't feel too bad, to be honest. I'll finish this lap and I'll join the lobby you're in. Because I'll embarrass myself even further. It's actually not... General full wear, it's actually not too bad. What?
The grid is still being sorted.
Okay, so we're still stalling. Glad you have confidence, Slytherin. Oh well. That'll do. That'll do. Join the lobby. Install some more. Ah, 205. Lovely.
Now let's send that to Easton.
Oh, yeah. Vettel's just put the thing. P11 is useless now.
Do your choice of tyres.
Yeah, but the fact he was going to be on fresh tyres and like several...
If you want to secure hearts.
Mark Goldbridge, is that the guy that just shouts all the time?
Pretty much.
Oh, also. Wonder what his views on Man United are. 23 is useless now. Yeah, B23 is more than useless. Just ask Mazepin. That's how far back he starts all the time. You know how far back Mazepin was at the end of that race today from his teammate and everybody else? Over a minute. Over a minute at a minute 20 or minute 30 in his case track. It's ridiculous.
It's on custom grid. Lots of people have readied up, although Easton is one. Okay, it should all be sorted then.
Where are we going again? Are they ready?
Looks like it.
Oh.
Well, Easton's readied up, and it is on custom grid.
Sweet. Right, so we can build ourselves up again once more. Yeah, Horizon, I know we had only had 16 laps of practice, but still. A minute? Really? You can't be a minute behind everybody else. No. Just overdrive crash maybe. Yes, Centurion, yes, he probably is a better driver than me. I get that, but my point is there are better drivers than him that could have that seat, like Kubica, like Hulkenberg, like name any reserve driver. Albon. I know obviously Albon is a next season. Yeah, Joe, any F2 driver, any F3 driver, put him in. Better. Oh well, gotta go through the grid again.
Yeah, Centurion. Yep, that is true.
I reckon you can even put in Raganathan. No, actually, that's maybe a step too far. No, maybe a step too far. Why did I start that? No. Ilott, yeah, Matty Ilott. Right, and the thing is, you think I'm harsh. You think I'm harsh with Mazepin, right? I don't know if many of you guys know this. Remember Kubica?
He's harsh on women.
Yeah. Remember? Oh god, yeah, there's that as well. But remember, Kubica stood in for Raikkonen for those two races in the Alfa Romeo. And yes, the Alfa Romeo is better than Haas, but in those two races, He's already ahead of Mazepin in the driver's standings.
But only kin big. So,
But it could put any other reserve driver in there. Van Dorn. Oh no, Van Dorn was in Formula E, but you get my point.
yeah, Van Dorn, De Vries, put him in.
Yeah. Sam Bird. Sam Bird is in Formula
Put
E.
Valentino Rossi, go on.
And maybe not too much. Okay, it's a bit of kerfuffle there. Right, right, let's go through the grid again, but a bit more... the skim read.
16, Alfa Romeo. Okay, Alfa Romeo, medium. Red Bull, medium. Go Hardy.
Not robotic,
Elements, no.
just go...
Medium. Mega Centurion, medium. Knights, mediums. Vettel, mediums. Dyslexic, also on the mediums. So, same tyres for everyone. Then, Rom Celtic, medium, or soft. Kid Cudi, soft. No shows on the medium. FFR Milan on the softs. Aldaf on the mediums. Then we have Rom Beeford on the softs. RSF1 Mansell on the mediums. And the top two of Draco on softs and Easton on mediums.
What I meant was like Little Spark 16th, Hardy 50th, Element 40, you know, that kind of thing, but it's fine. It's fine. Well, we didn't lose too much time, so the turnaround wasn't too bad. You saw me go backwards round Jeddah, a couple of laps in the wet. So we're having a good time, aren't we? We're having a great time. I have a glass of water
does look
here.
right as well. That's good.
I have a glass of water right here. I intended to have alcohol. I decided not to.
You could go and get some now.
No, because then I missed the start. That's unprofessional. Plus, I don't drink on the job, even though I have had alcohol of sorts when I've commentated, so...
I don't drink on the job, but I have before.
But I have before, yes.
On the job.
Yes. Was I over the drink drive limit? Probably. But I was also at home, so... Alright, let's try this again, shall we?
Oh, Hardy's just leaving the last corner.
Yay. Alright,
Orange juice is the best.
Anyone that is holding listening for a headset, adjust your volumes if you don't want to have your ears partially destroyed. As we set the grid for our 29 lap race around Bahrain. Hopefully there's going to be no more problems. As we go for 5 red lights for... Now! And away we go for the F1 race. That's the best I'm going to do. As Draco's right up on the inside, Easton squeezing him. Easton squeezing him, but Draco gets into the lead, into turn 1. He's on the soft tyres, needs to do so. And into the first couple of corners we go. A couple of... better now than they do, better than corners. Oh, yellow flag set to 1. Element Snow's round. He spun, he ain't moving.
Oh,
is he?
Soft runners look like they've gained.
Is he alive? He's alive now.
Okay. Yeah, he's just taken out the barrier.
Yeah, but Draco has taken the lead ahead of Easton. Easton wouldn't mind that too much because he's been swarmed all over the back for the soft tyres. Cuddy's had a phenomenal start, up 4 places, and even passing his Cuddy. Passing his Cuddy, passing his teammate round the outside, double left-hander.
Oh. Can't board some at the front. You just look at that corner, it is a mess.
Mansell side by side with no shells. Mansell's been shuffled down because he's down 4 places. He doesn't want to lose 5, but he's battling side by side up towards the hill. Still a little bit of a wobble for Mansell. He's not letting this go. No shells isn't letting it go either. This is fantastic racing and robbing tyres.
Keep your nose in there, Nosh.
Now side by side, Celtic is getting involved. Wants to go for a double move up on the inside.
What have you done now? Oh wait, he has no wing. That explains it. No wing from Snow.
Yeah, he's had a rough time. Centurion and no shells now side by side. This is... Where do you look?
Easton's down to P3 now.
Being passed by Ron Beefop. Centurion with a lunge. Oh! There's a dive bomb on Celtic.
Oh, send it.
Centurion with no brakes. He's up 5 places, so he's continuing the aggressive start. Start for Centurion. Vettel is battling with no shells again, and the McLaren of White sticking his nose in. Oh, they're going to go side by side for turn 5 and 6. This ain't going to go well. Vettel just sneaks in front into 10th place. Gained 1 position. Remember, he's lost his...
Top 5 are getting away.
Yeah, lost his advantage, remember. And I wouldn't be surprised if Element Snow not bins it into the pit, but puts it into the pit lanes at a rough start. Draco leads from B Ford from Easton. How's that start here, Not bad.
It looks like a good start. Pretty hectic, but what would you expect?
Bit wide from Draco there. Easton wouldn't mind that he's stuck in 3rd, would he? Because like his nearest...
He's keeping in touch.
Yeah, nearest medium compatriot is Adolf, and he's got the 2 Aston Martins between him and Red Bull. And as you say, the top 5 have gone. They're 2 seconds up the road. And then it's the B-Train race. Adolf with a whole horde of cars behind him.
Not great for Rom Celtic though. Soft tyres been stuck in with most of me running. Oh, an Element Snow's come out of the pits to be
Vettel.
P6 on track, but a lap down.
Vettel lunging it on Celtic. Celtic not giving it up, pushes back against him. Vettel won't like that, and now no shoals. Lunge back up on the inside. This midfield is crazy. And no shoals. Nick's past Vettel. Vettel again with a big rumble. They're going to be side by side again. They're both losing the car. Vettel sneaks ahead and somehow regains that 10th.
Element Snow now just has to try and keep with these front 5. Otherwise he's going to be lapped by everyone else on the field.
Oh, look at B Ford. B Ford, winner of last week's race, looking to gain the lead of this one. Easton keeping in touch, as are the 2 Astons. Draco time penalty already. Lap 3, and he's already... That shows to me he is pushing as hard as he can here, Hippo, but he can't not break away from these guys.
Yeah. I don't know if Aldaf's within a second of Snow, but he might get DRS there if he is. And that'll really help the chasing back.
DRS open for Ron B forward to the front 9, speed of the Ferrari. Easy does it. And Milan's looking at Easton. Oh, Easton moves back across. Milan goes for the inside anyway. Double feints, double moves from the pair of them. Easton stays ahead. Oh, and Easton nearly losing to the barrier. Both Astons go by him. Oh, very lucky.
What's happened to Aldaf?
Celtic
Celtic
has dropped it, edge of turn 2. Don't think he's got any damage, but he's near the back.
Aldaf dropped a couple of places there. Do you have damage? No. Just Mansell and Centurion got past. And they seem to be getting away from him as well.
6 all within the same shot. So Mansell is... No, never mind. That's Element. I got confused because Element is a lap down.
Yep.
I was like, oh, top 6 in the same shot.
He is keeping with the top 5 though. He's following him.
It's on fresher tyres, isn't he? So, and softs.
But by a lap.
Oh, yeah!
How is that not gone into a wall?
Wiggle from Element. Bit more of a wiggle.
So left and then right and then left and then right.
Look at Centurion. He's up 6 places and he's on the back of Mansell. And these guys here in this train, Hippo, they've got to be careful the top 5 don't walk away with this.
They just need Easton's their main threat in the same compound of tyre, you think.
Oh, who's that in the background? That's Vettel and Adolf. Vettel and Adolf going side by side. No shells again. These guys don't want to sort themselves out. Oh, no shells trying to squeeze along, but he's got to break himself. He's kind of boxed in, and again they're going to head side by side towards turn 5 and 6.
6 and 7 have now broke away from PA.
Oh.
As Ron Celtic loses it again.
Ah, Celtic not doing well for the Williams. Michel's again looking. Great racing
Got a
so
nice
far.
helmet though, Celtic.
Hmm?
Nice helmet from Celtic.
Oh, Eitz lost it, and Hardy snuck up on the inside. There was contact between the two. There was a slight moment for Eitz near the end of the wall, but Eitz fighting back.
Element Snow is really quick, but he can't
Oh, what-
unlap
oh!
himself past Easton.
What's going on here? Eitz off the track, right up on the inside. Esports line, I think that's... I think he's learning too much from esports. He was right up at the inside of the track, well, right with the not concrete wall, steel wall was, and now he's got a time penalty. So one raveling. Oh, this midfield. What's going on? What the two McLarens doing in the background is Vettel again with the front lane speed.
Oh, someone's in
Dyslexic's
the
out.
pits. Oh, never mind, he isn't.
He hit the pit lane wall.
Is it?
Safety car. And both Vettel and No Shells had just passed Adolf before that was called.
If the front 4-5 pit, Easton won't though, will he? I was going to say Snow might unlap himself.
Oh, he's backwards as well. That's a weird one. He was close to his teammate in the final corner. I wonder if the pair of them collided as Elements just passed one of the Astons. He can't unlap himself, can he?
If they're going really slowly, the game might allow him, but I don't know. Although if these front 3 pit and he's now front of the queue, he can then overtake the safety car. Though I think it'll be too early for these soft runners to pit.
Be interesting to see who does. I mean, Celtic had no other choice. He's bidding for hard tyres at the back. Who is going to pit? Snow doesn't pit, and those ahead do. He'll get the lap back. He's got to rely on.
Yeah.
He's got to rely on Milan, who's for Draco, and then B4 to all pit. If they don't, he stays a lap behind. See what happens. What would you do, Hippo? Would you pit at this point?
I don't think I would. Although they all have, and Snow is now free to unlap himself.
Yeah. Is anybody else?
Everyone's
stay
going
out?
hard.
They're all pitting.
They're all going hard.
Oh, Vettel does not.
It's Vettel.
Neither does No Shells.
They're in the same party. Oh no, they aren't. No Shells.
So Vettel, No Shells, Hardy, Eitz, and Sparks don't pit. Everyone else has gone for a mixture of hards and mediums as well.
He's not even consistent. That's great for Element Snow. He's back in the race, which is good for him. And he can now pit this lap and stay ahead of the safety car.
Oh no, Ben's just put the thought in my head. Oh, so from Vettel on a restart.
Go on, Vettel.
Lord help us. Ben, what does he do?
Now,
what does he do? Does he do a Valtteri Bottas and
he'll probably
wait
spin.
for everyone? Oh, okay. Right, Muddy, you are tyre expert. Mediums might just make it to the end if drivers are careful, so hards will make it to the end then.
Yeah.
So hard's easy.
Now,
so Beeford, Draco.
I think Snow will pit here.
Beeford, Draco, Mansell, Adaf, and Celtic. They can go to the end now. But obviously they got to work with those tyres.
Top 5 can't.
No. Milan, Easton, Centurion, and Cuddy will have to bid again. No, actually, no, hang on. Milan and Cuddy don't have to, but according to Muddy, and he's done 20 laps on mediums, and these guys will have to do 21.
No, but after safety car now, so yeah.
Yeah, so maybe 20. Possible.
Easton and Centurion are the only ones that have gone double mediums.
Yeah, so they have to bid again. But they'll be on softs.
Yes. Snow is now pitting to hards, and he's back in the race.
So we're going to have at least another lap while Element catches up, which is good. It's good for Element. He's back in the race, isn't he? After the
It's good
horror
for the
show at
medium
the
runners.
start.
Good for Milan and Cuddy, could try and take these
What do
mediums
you-
to the end.
What do you think the ones that haven't pitted, so there's top 5, what do you think's in their head at the moment?
Probably another safety car.
Yeah, but if there's
Unless
no...
they think they're that much quicker than hards, they will go to softs from here.
Ah, so they can easily get to a soft stint towards the end.
With the safety car, I think yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think without it will be close, but
Interesting.
considering it's Div 1, probably anyway.
It's lovely when a timed safety car changes this race now, because we're going to have a split race. We're going to have these top 5 all trying to get to a soft stint
They
at
just
the
need to
end.
get away. They need to split from these hard runners.
Yeah, but if they start fighting between each other, then that's not going to happen, is it? And their tyres are already 7 lap old. So really, you got Beeford, Draco, Mansell. They basically got to maintain pace, don't they?
Yeah, they've got to keep up for as long as they can. And try not to let a pit window between them.
Mhm.
I think Easton's going to be an interesting one to watch.
He's got to be aggressive.
Him and Milan. Yeah.
He's got to be aggressive. He's got to be minimum. He's got to be ahead of Beeford and with a gap. Is my thought. Because he needs a gap to, say, pit, and then soft tyres towards the end he's going to be flying. But he can't have too much of a gap to chase back, if that makes sense. I mean, he is going to have to catch him back again. But say... God, Jesus Christ. Element is taking his sorry ass time, isn't he? Getting round. I mean...
He's got to get temperature on their side. And he wants them to go to the
another
end.
lap. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Easton and Milan, you say, they went double medium.
Easton and Centurion.
Eastern Centurions. Yeah, they have to be aggressive.
Yeah.
How did safety car come out? Says Tribal. Spin for dyslexic into the pit lane wall.
It was just before that.
Yeah, it might have been, yeah. I mean, the two McLarens, they were side by side, weren't they?
I think so.
Obviously massive for the constructors as Adolf is in.
He's going to go medium to the end from here.
The damage? Ah, yeah, he's going for it. Interesting call from Adolf. It's got nothing to lose. He's at the back now, isn't it? Anyway, so... Interesting. It's going to be behind Element as well. So, safety car in this lap, I would say.
I would guess one more. Although it is a late line for the sector 3.
They're going to catch easy. I mean, look, Element is nearly towards the back. Adolf is flying, so yeah, the safety car will be in this lap.
One thing I noticed last week at Russia, the sector 3 line is about halfway through the lap.
Mm-hmm.
You could really stretch out a safety car stint. There were 2 of you just pitting every lap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what me and Orphan did, just to make sure we could get to the end. Extend it out a little bit.
Yeah. Now, for a safety car restart, so you'd probably get the call round the long right hand, wouldn't you? Because that's where the end of the middle. So
sector 3 line, yeah.
Nice and Hardy swapping positions here. They'll weave the tyres. Cold tyres is going to be a thing, Hippo, isn't it? Coming out the last corner, those on hard tyres, they're going to be so careful. Let's see when Vettel's going to go. Safety car in this lap. Yep. In we go.
He's really going to slow him down a bit.
So
I've seen Vettel and no-shows battle, and it can be very close and very good.
Speaking of close, leave the space. Oh, no shows! He was giving space to Vettel because he was weaving. Oh, now Draco and Beeford. Draco 5-second time penalty. Adds to his 3, so he's now got 8. Oh, that's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him massively.
And
When is Vettel going to go? No, oh, he's doing he's doing a Bottas. Are you serious? But
oh, Vettel,
he's absolutely he's cuffed no shows under the ear. That was so cheeky.
Who's he giving the toe to there? Definitely not no shows.
Rewind, cars everywhere. Hardy.
He hasn't given no shows any toes. He's hit him.
Beeford, little sparks, getting in there as well.
Oh, no shows.
Vettel is absolutely.
Yes. He's thrown him in the mud.
And what he's done a cars thing, hasn't he? As Milan gets by, you know the thing I'm on about when Chick causes that pile up. When Chick calls that pile up and he says, "Get through that, McQueen." That's what he's done.
Tried to
Second and a half.
Havoc.
Well, he pretty much has. Draco and Beeford. Draco, I'd imagine, is fired up with that 5-second penalty. With Mansell, a little spot. Oh, what bumping of wheels.
Lost places.
Easton headbutted someone. He might have wing damage. It's all over the shop.
Easton looks like he has a full wing.
Cuddy!
Oh my god, Cuddy. Oh, no longer. He doesn't have a full wing.
What on earth was that Aston doing? Cameraman's gone great. I can't see a thing. His car's off. Easton's been clipped.
Apparently he has a full wing, although someone definitely lost something.
What is going on?
Box. Does everyone have a full? Someone lost some.
There was definitely something. I would be surprised if there wasn't. Was that Cuddy lunging up on the inside? I don't know.
Centurion's got damage.
Centurion's in. Easton is not, but he's right at the back of the field as Adolf is right on the inside of Element.
Easton's in.
Oh, Easton is in.
He's changing wing.
Oh.
Unless it's tyres. He's got wing and change of tyre.
That's huge. Absolutely huge for both championships.
Centurion's on softs.
Oh, spin for the Mercedes. Oh, couldn't. Was that Cuddy? Couldn't miss him. Yes, no, with Adolf. Easton lagging apparently as well.
Top two have sort of got away. Sort of.
If that's set to 2. Oh, Adolf is round.
Everyone's spinning.
What's safety car done to these guys?
Right,
they were fine before.
Right, bro.
They were fine before, weren't they? No, it's just safety car coming. Everyone's lost their heads.
Tyres. That's why.
No.
The people on the quicker tyre are trying to get through those.
I still blame Vettel. For that restart.
No.
He just.
Can't blame Vettel. Vettel's a great person.
As soon as he realised No Shells was like caught off because No Shells didn't want to hit Vettel, he was like, I'll go, and then 3 wide tyres.
He's just thrown him in a hole.
Meanwhile, Milan is absolutely flying, and he's flown up the inside of it. Eitz.
I'm not sure if he's going to the end of Milan the way he's pushing these tyres.
Yeah, you'll be hard pushed to do it. Buddy's in.
Eitz is going to have DRS here,
So.
Oh, nice. Have a look. Oh no, never mind. He doesn't have DRS. Or he's not opening it. If he does.
As it currently stands, Hippo, both top 2 in the championship are nowhere. They are how many seconds off points? They're about 20 seconds off points. In fact, they are.
They're both going to the end.
14th, 15th at the moment. Yeah, they're going to the end, but they are miles behind other people that are attempting the same thing.
Milan is almost trying to make it a top 3 that have got away instead of a top 2.
Draco with a whole load of understeer. This is a battle for, I guess, the net lead, but I would say Milan is kind of a net lead if his tyres hold out.
Yeah, it's a net P2, Beeford and Draco and that.
Yeah. Draco, though, of course, has that penalty.
Mediums hasn't worked out very well for any except for Milan.
Bit of a lock up. Draco got DRS. He's on the back of Hardy, who just going to stay ahead.
Eitz does not have DRS down here. Milan, oh no, Eitz does, Milan doesn't.
Right, we're all calming down after that. A little bit. So it all kicks off again. There's little Sparks and Celtic. Celtic going around the outside for turn 4. Celtic on the hard tyres. Sparks on the median. Sparks hasn't had a lot of in car time and just about cuts off Celtic's nose before they turned into 6 and 7. Celtic not giving up though.
Milan's broke a second to White's.
Oh, Ice is struggling. Mediums. So
Now top 3 by the looks of it.
yeah, Ice is really struggling with something. Whether he has wind damage or anything and all that chaos. Seems to be cannot keep up the pace with the top 3 at all. Bloody time penalty. Yeah. So 2 championship leaders, Easton and Cuddy, are half a minute behind. We got crackling again. Oh god, we do. Okay. Trying to think. Hang on. Hippo, could you unplug your mic and plug it back in? It's got that crackling thing that Twitch does. Ah, solved it. I can't hear it anyway. Right, there we go. So all it is, I think if you just unplug your mic and plug it back in, it's all good. As we have the 2 leaders, No Charles and Vettel. So Vettel had that restart, had the gap, but No Charles has quietly clawed his way back in, and these 2 can resume their fight. You back?
Yes, I'm back. Still chasing the numbers.
Here comes No Charles, right up the DRS. He's not using the DRS. He doesn't feel he needs it with the whistle line speed. Oh, backs out of it. Oh, could have gone for a lunge. But there was a definite ease off. Is he thinking? Didn't get a good run out of turn 2, so he's not going to be close enough for turn 4.
Or is he?
Oh no, now he is. Now he is. Lunge up on the inside. Takes the lead.
This is getting Milan
Interesting.
involved.
He's saying they're both in the party, so maybe that was tactical. Oh no, it's not. Jesus. Hello. Oh, Beeford and Ike's running side by side. Beeford on the hards.
Straight in this battle now.
Mansell's got past Draco as well. Vettel No Charles for the lead. Still nose to tail. And yeah, as you say, Milan is in this. Well, Milan, remember, is on tyres that he's trying to get to the end, and these guys have not pitted under that safety car.
Doesn't need to overtake anyone here.
No. It's as you say, though, is he pushing too hard?
I think if he forces a move, this will be our end. He can just sit in.
Now, what's Vettel going to do? Is he going to lunge it up the inside of turn 1? Yep. By side again. Ooh. Oh, outbrakes himself, so No Charles does the switchback.
Goes DRS. Better. Will he go for it again?
I don't think either of them had DRS.
There. Now Milan right up his field.
Still don't know who's in the possibility of winning this race, Hippo. It's kind of... Because the thing is, like, these 2 at the front have not who haven't pitted, and Vettel showing a little wiggle to Milan down the back straight. But these 2 have a gap, don't they, No Charles and Vettel?
Yeah.
So when they pit, which they eventually will have to, it really depends how quick they are on the softs and how much they catch back. Only thing for them is they're going to have to do a lot of overtaking to regain something.
They won't be the only ones. There are Hardy, Mike, and Little Sparks out of it as well. Looking for a similar strategy.
Yeah. The problem with Ites and Little Sparks and Hardy in a way is that they're in traffic now. They're battling. Whereas these two are again going to swap for the lead.
They are also battling. But
Yeah. Oh, Vettel squeezing. No, Shell's got a big wobble. Milan's got him.
But you were
Fighting. I feel like they're fighting too hard here. Like, I love the entertainment.
great.
Yeah, Muddy. And Muddy's saying, yeah, Ice is dropping down. Ice is really struggling with here with this race pace.
How many more laps do they need to go before they can go
Ooh.
soft? I think it's another two.
Ites lunged it back on Draco, and Draco still... Ites is really holding up Draco here. Draco's dropping behind Mansell and Beeford.
I think it's DRS
Draco's not going to be very...
Draco.
Draco's not going to be very happy with this. Oh! There was miles of room on the inside, and he goes, okay, let's go for the inch room on the right.
Oh, this is going to be hard. With Milan's fresh tyres. I wonder if Vettel's going to do this strategy. If let him pass, get the DRS.
Be defending.
Oh.
It's right up the inside. Sorry.
DRS
It's right up on the inside.
might be enough for Milan.
Not pitting yet.
I think they're a lap or two off.
Oh, Vettel! Oh, there was contact.
Bloody Vettel. Really are pushing it.
Squeeze him right to the wall. He's not going to back out of this. Oh, and he had to.
I don't know. That bump draft, I see.
Oh. This is getting heated. This is getting too close.
Now
The Milan in the lead.
Barks has called
He's
it.
got a
He's gone for soft.
I mean, he had to. Had to, didn't he? So Milan in the lead, but he's got to go another 11 laps.
Good for
On
Aston
these
Martin
tyres.
And the overall constructors at the minute.
He's got to go another 11 laps. That's one lap more than what Muddy could do, and Muddy is very good on his tyres.
But he did
So
do
the
some
question-
understated, didn't he?
Yeah, so the question is how good is Milan?
On his
That's the
tyres.
question. Yeah. And those tyres, like, from I would say lap 25 onwards, they're going to be difficult. Very
they've
difficult. It's what
broken
these guys now are
seconds.
facing.
And Ron Beeford's broken away from Hardy, so he's going to be using those hard.
Mansell penalty.
Oh, a week on the straight.
That's multiple weaving for Milan there. Vettel kind of doing the same.
Vettel should chase.
Imagine wagons. Love horse racing, me. Good for you.
I think as
I have nothing else. I have nothing else to comment on now. Good for you.
Milan drop them, I think they'll pit. But I think if they can keep it in DRS, they might as well use it.
I still think for me, I feel like B Forward is doing some very good pace on the hard tyres. I feel like he's even catching the top three at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like he's in the best shot.
Yeah. When Vettel and Oshkosh pit, they'll come out ahead of each other. That looks like they'll win. So, if they wait too long, that'll start to close.
Yeah. So they're going to be quick on the soft tyres, aren't they? But it's just how much can they get back? How much can they get back? It's all up to them, really. They just got to overtake, don't they? Vettel back in. No Shell's pits.
Vettel's going to react. This is his lap.
Hardy as well. I
Yeah,
would love to know how. I'd love to know how much percentage Vettel's tyres is at, because if he's 19 laps, so like if Vettel's tyres are like say 70-80%, that's what Cuddy's will be, and then Cuddy would have to go another 3 laps.
Ben, if you're still there, what are Vettel's tyres on?
Seems to be alright. I mean, he's missing a few apexes, but
Deep in the set. Oh, Cuddy, he's retired.
Cuddy retires.
Releasing capital.
Ow. Reason's currently 13th. Only on course for no points. That's massive, isn't it?
Thing is now, Vettel's window is going to be probably O'Hardy. Should come out ahead of O'Hardy, probably behind No Shot, who is behind Megaster, who's half against him.
Yeah, no Shells is going to have the undercut on Vettel.
Yeah.
For sure. And now he's 8 seconds behind. Actually, all these guys actually.
Oh, Milan's
were fighting at them. Milan pits.
He wants a new step down.
Wow. No, he wasn't. He clearly wasn't hopeful on them. Adolf, Mansell, Celtic. We're going to go 3 wide, I think. Adolf's got Mansell, but Mansell in the braking zone to get Celtic, and an Element nearly hits the back of Celtic. And Milan. Yeah, no Charles has undercut Milan and Vettel. Centurion had no brakes.
Yeah.
But that's how strong the undercut is. No Charles has got Milan, and he's got Vettel by a good 3 seconds.
Look at where Alan Snow was at the end of lap 1. He's now making a move for P5.
He had a spin as well, did he not?
Yeah.
After he got racing again, he's just trying to send it on the outside of Celtic, who outbrakes himself and pushes all the way. Celtic, remember, on his debut, getting his elbows out already. Making friends.
Oh, Celtic. I think he lets it back to him.
Nice. Actually, there you go. There you go. He realised that's good driving. Good sportsmanship from Celtic.
Only Verstappen. I mean, What? Nothing.
Maybe not. Right, so there's no Shoals.
Got past Centurion now.
Yeah, fresh tyres. Of course, they will be fresh tyres because obviously we have to have the restart. Everyone have a lot of fresh softs. I don't know what this camera is doing sometimes.
Dodgy camera. Looked like it's been a bit.
Oh, 2 Mercedes side by side. Element's got Mansell. Is that Element be on for a good result here at Celtic trying to ease across on Mansell, then lunges up on the inside.
Looks like Snow tries to give Mansell a toe. Oh, people in the pit. Sparks is retired. Centurion's on these.
Yeah.
Easton's just trying to keep going and people retire.
Easton, I think, needs something to happen in front of him. Because the problem is, the people ahead are on 2 compounds better and easily can go to the end.
Now it's
This is the battle here. Look how quick No Shoals has caught up. This is how quick. Oh, No Shoals! What a move! Fresh tyres or not. Fresh tyres or not, he's just left Mansell standing on the inside. Milan's going to get him as well. This is how strong fresh softs are towards the end of this race. They are flying. Right now, look at No Shoals. He's up in the back of Celtic already.
I don't know if he's going to get the move into the corner though.
28.2 for Milan. I think they're 2 seconds quicker than the fastest lap.
The advantage
Celtic.
is in the high-speed corners, really. So that last sector wasn't the middle two sectors.
Oh, Celtic giving no room on the outside. No shells wasn't along. The Celtic giving no space. And now
Oh, no
Milan.
shells. Is no shells going to go for the move?
This is not. Someone's got to back out of this. Ah, there you go. Good thing no shells had the grip of the tyres. Now Milan looking. Milan's just trying to follow. Oh, he does it.
He's just got the stuff in advantage though. It's not on the straight.
Absolutely flying up this field.
Oh,
It's scary. Oh no!
he's going to
No
hit him.
shells.
He has to go wide. Oh, go on, no
Oh.
shells. On the outside. Oh, Milan's looking on the inside.
Oh, they're both looking at element as well. Oh. Side by side, someone's got to yield surely.
Oh my
No.
god. No shells on the inside now.
No shells got him.
Looks for a slightly different
climbing.
line.
A climbing all over the back of element, who is really struggling to
Oh.
hold these two back.
Milan, is he going to
Milan,
send it?
free wide. Oh. Like up in the tyres, I don't know how they got through that.
And now who doesn't have DRS? Snow. Oh no.
No, he's done. But look at Milan and no shells. They're going to be at it into turn one. Can Element capitalise on the exit of these two? Here's Milan up the inside. Element
No
stalking.
He holds it for the first part, and now it's turn 3. They both have very little ERS.
Oh. Through
Oh,
turn
Milan.
4.
No shells.
Rubber tyres. Someone's got to back out of this, surely.
No
Milan's
shells.
got it.
He just concedes it there.
Great. Great
But
racing
Vettel's
from
now
all
on the
these
back
guys.
of Celtic.
Soft tyres at the end are ridiculous. It's so scary sometimes.
Never mind, Vettel's now on the back of Element Snow.
Oh, this will be fun.
And Vettel get back to these two. Oh,
Tons
no
of
shells.
penalties. There shows Milan again. Now, the only
Nailed it on
problem
outside.
with this hippo. Oh, he's trying again. No. The only
Cars in
problem with this
front.
hippo is they're battling, then losing time to gain. If this makes sense,
Yeah.
losing time to gain time on the guys ahead.
Look who's P6.
They're not-
They thought they'd
Battling
escaped him.
P6.
He's coming back to him.
No shows again on Milan.
He should get it here. Although will Milan get him the next?
Element looking back and Vettel, but no.
I think though, best can get P2s how they're fighting so much. And Draco's
Yeah,
penalties.
Muddy says it all. They can catch Draco, but the problem is they're fighting all over this new shells and he loses it. Is this a chance for Milan? No. I mean, it's easy to say, isn't it? But because imagine like saying to them, stop battling, focus on trying to catch the guys ahead. But they want to beat each other, don't they? They're all competitive.
Yeah, no Charles has a pen. He has to go for it. But the other two, they don't need to force it. For the exact same reason, no Charles has the pen.
Right, so no shells. Has he finally shaken off Milan? Can he now focus on the guy ahead, which is Adolf now? Or Adolf?
He's catching. Adolf.
Right, I'm just going to see the lap times of the leaders compared to those on soft. So B Ford, 30.8, 6 seconds ahead. Draco has the 8-second penalty. 31s for Draco. 30s. Oh wow.
28.9.
1.6 seconds quicker on that lap. And they've been battling as well. And they still are.
They don't have the RS though. Adolf. Never mind, no one has the RS except for Ron Beeford.
It's a battle for podium actually.
Yeah.
Draco's penalty. Yeah, they got Draco easy. So that's third. They might
No
have
Charles
Adolf
is
here.
6. And Snow's fighting Celtic for 7th still. Although he has a penalty.
I'd
Oh,
say
he's
this. I say this with 3 laps to go, Hippo. I think B Ford, who is leading this race, is to lose.
I think he's won it. I think he's in a great position here.
It's his to lose. It's his to lose. The only thing that'll stop him is a mistake from himself, I reckon.
Safety car. Oh, Centurion.
Oh, Zenturin off.
He's not out.
Not retired though. That's key, as you just said. You just said safety car. Oh, virtual teasing you.
That's gonna not hinder.
Wow.
That's gonna help Aldaf, really.
Well, they're right with Adolf now.
Yeah. Gives him slightly more time in front of him. And to make sure his mediums go to the end.
Mm. Who was third? No, Williams were leading the constructors. McLaren was second.
Oh, Mantling.
McLaren was second. Who was third? I can't remember who third was, but there was a bit of a gap.
Mansell changed wing and tyres onto softs.
Where do you get front wing damage from?
I don't know.
Remember that?
It was fastest lap
course.
this minute.
Someone on softs probably. 28.2 for Milan. 1.8 seconds quicker than B4's fastest lap. Obviously got the delta. Don't go over that delta. Drive-through penalty would be horrible right now. And away we go. Lap 27. Vettel's right up the back of Milan. But No Charles is right at the back of Adolf. This is for second place. I think No Charles battling with Milan here has cost them a potential go at the win.
I don't know if the win was there anyway, but it definitely isn't now.
Yeah, but I think Adolf has got no chance here.
Yeah. Just looking at Mansell and Centurion, they might be trying to steal that fastest lap. But that's about all they can do.
So, No Charles into third on track. But remember, he has a 3-second penalty as well. So this could bring Milan and Vettel into it. Milan's already on Adolf.
Although the defending from Aldaf's really going to help. No Charles.
Oh. Milan nearly losing it. No Charles with another penalty. That's done him. That's done him. He's going to drop behind Milan and Vettel now.
E6
no
is
chance.
The best that you can get, really.
Oh, Adolf moves across. Vettel, lunge it. Contact, big contact.
Oh, send it.
It's an elbow pass. A big elbow pass to Milan. Milan's not going to be happy with that at all. But Vettel is into a net second.
Oh, but will Milan have another go here? Still
And No Charles got Draco. So Draco's going to drop back.
No Charles is just trying to get as much of a gap as he can here.
Hippo, it's just occurred to me. We could get a Ferrari 1-2.
Yes, we could.
One Ferrari low down in the overall constructors, and they're about to get a 1-2, maybe.
Currently last.
Yeah. They've had no such success at all.
Thing is, No Charles really has to pull this gap. He could get P5.
Is that having a puncher? Puncher for Adolf. What tyres was he on?
Is that why he went so wide earlier? That's why
18
they
lap
got
mediums.
passed. That's
18
why
lap mediums are done.
That's when Vettel sent it, I think, on Milan, who's got past him again, and it looks like that's done.
Oh, I missed that.
Is Vettel got?
Oh, Adolf.
Vettel must have gone off wide.
Eason is 10th, by the way. Because everyone pitted.
Pens,
He's actually
maybe
could get a point.
Oh, no.
Oh, he could get 9th, yeah.
Not quite, I don't know. It looks like Milan's gonna get second.
Yes, Ben, I missed the battle. I am sorry. But Adolf had a puncher. I wanted to know what was going on.
Hey, Ben.
Also, we are on the last lap, and B Ford has absolutely managed this perfectly in this race. Pitted
No
on for the hard
shot.
tyres.
E5, I think it'll be for in the end.
Yeah, he's going to drop off the podium, but this guy is going to pick up 2 wins in a row. He's joined late in the season, but if he sticks around for next season, watch out for this guy because he is quick.
Will
And
Vettel
there's
send it?
great race pace. Milan second, splits the 2 Ferraris. It's a
No
Ferrari
Charles fourth.
double podium. Vettel third, No Charles fourth, Hardy fifth, Draco sixth, Celtic 7th, Element Snow in 8th. Some I guess 8th after all that. Easton to 9th, Eitz in 10th. And you have Mansell, Aldaf and Mega Centurion round out your finishers. Double Ferrari podium, Hippo. They are bottom of the overall constructors. They got a double podium.
Yeah.
And Vettel came through with start 11th. You get a
And
good
he got a
result.
podium.
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of it was lost because of the restart, but still.
Still, P11's a podium.
Great stuff.
If No Charles didn't get the
I'm-
second pen. Or
I'm right, aren't I? If Ron B. Ford sticks around for next season, of course he's in F1
yeah.
because he's won 2 races. Watch him out. Watch out for him. He's clearly a good racer.
I think Easton had a bit of
Qualified.
pace.
I can't remember where he qualified.
Didn't show it. I sent the
I can't
grid.
remember where he qualified.
Let me have a look.
He's definitely got good race pace though, doesn't he? Because pitted on the hard tyres, as obviously he was stuck in the battle with Draco and
Qualified
Mansell
fourth.
and so on. Yes, he's good qualifier as well. Yes, he's got solid pace, hasn't he? Great race though, wasn't it? Great battling all across the field. Lovely moves. That safety car. It's almost like that race needed that safety car. Because as soon as it came in, that restart. Actually, that's probably what got Vettel the podium. That restart that you did. Managed to get a bit of a gap early on. And fastest lap went to Mansell. He actually took it away from the top 10.
Yeah.
27-1. Jesus Christ.
Predicted
Right,
it.
scroll down. There we go. So your results today. Ron B. Ford takes the win in the Ferrari. Second for Milan in the Aston Martin. Third for RSF1 Vettel in the Ferrari. So great stuff for the Ferrari team. No Charles fourth in the Alpine with Hardy in 5th in the Red Bull. Well, 15th is not too bad. Draco 6th in the Haas. 7th is Rom Celtic in the Williams. Element Snow 8th. I mean, that's another thing, Hippo. Element was stone dead last, a lap down under that safety car, and he's gone for 8th. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Good recovery. in the end.
Humbled me because I thought he was going to retire at the end of the first lap. So there you go. He carried on, got 4 points. Easton with 9th, 2 points. He extends his lead despite a difficult race in the second half of that one. The Knights picks up the last point. You got Mansell, Aldalf, Megazenturion, Little Sparks, Kid Cuddy, and Dyslexic. Obviously caused that safety car early on.
So how do you want to do this?
I was kind of hoping I wouldn't be stuck on this screen, but apparently this is a thing. So, got to go with it.
Ah,
I don't think it's just you.
typical.
I don't think it's just you. No. 4 stops of a Centurion, sorry. Huh. 1 stop for rights as well, mediums are softs. That's a point.
All stop works, guys.
If you do third and I'll do second first.
Okay.
So you got Vettel.
Ah. Right, Vettel. So quali, P11. Was that the aim?
Before we had a restart, yes, it was. I could have easily gone into top 10. And then when I saw a lot of people abandoning the lap or couldn't get a lap together, I was happy. Into the pits, retired.
So that was the aim. P11.
Yep.
For fresh tyres, I assume.
One piece
stop.
strat.
Yeah. And then didn't quite work out, did it? But how did the race go then once we actually started?
Better than expected. I did not expect myself to be on the podium today, if I'm completely honest. I caught no shows lacking at the restart.
Yeah.
And I just tried to
Him
get
under the ear.
Huh? What?
You clipped him under the ear is what you did.
Ah.
I was on board no shots for that.
And then I just tried to stay in P3. I could have got P2, but then Milan decided to send a cheeky dive from down the inside last lap.
Oh, and you sent your own fair share of them.
Yeah, I sent the lap before, so I'm not that mad. So yeah, I've never thought I could be in the podium in proper racecraft. Now if something happens, only 8 people turn up, so I'm quite happy.
When that safety car came out, did you consider pitting, or were you sticking
Yes, I
with it
did.
no matter what?
To be fair, I saw everyone.
Why didn't you
pitting
then?
and I decided to stay out because I wanted to do a safety car restart. And I tried to stick to
He had day off, and that's why.
Yep. And I tried to stick to my one-stop strategy, which paid out in the end, which was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Sounded like you planned everything.
And not the safety car restart, that was just intentional. Definitely
Oh,
intentional.
was it? Yeah, just clip in and go.
Yeah.
So, Hungary, you fancy yourself there, or?
Don't know. I've not done this track that much. I literally
Yeah,
can't
I
tell you
mean,
what to expect.
You don't practice, do you? So, I mean, could work
mate,
out.
I have done 2 years for this. That was it. So I do no practice in the future.
Well, do you want to take it away with Milan then?
Okay. Vettel, congrats on your podium.
Thank you.
Well, it's one more than me this season, so
I've got 2 now.
well done. You
Oh,
got 2
milestone.
now.
Two
It's
more.
2 better than me.
Milestone. Massive milestone in my career.
Nice.
2 podiums.
Nice. Well done.
Nice.
Yes.
Great stuff for Ferrari as well, who are rock bottom of the overall constructors, so good stuff. Milan, P2 in the Aston Martin, and close to the victory, close. Me and Hippo were debating, as was a few of the viewers, were debating, and you probably were as well, maybe taking those mediums towards the end. Let's go through that as well. Could you have pushed those tyres, or did you think no and just played safe with the softs? Did you think
No.
maybe it was too safe?
No, it was never my intention to do a one stop. I pitted for medium so I could like create a gap after the restart and then pit for sauce, which I just did. But no, I couldn't take those mediums to the end, especially when I was fighting with Vettel and no shells. That cost me also a lot of tire wear, so I couldn't make those to the end.
Okay then. But you showed some very, very good pace throughout the whole of this evening, really. Qualified a decent 6th place as well. Obviously, restart probably didn't help your cause because obviously starting the soft tyres and everything else. You kept with the leaders in the first stint, and as I said, found yourself in a potential podium at least. But Ron Beeford obviously was just too consistent on his hard tyres, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was like 3 seconds behind us on the mediums, so he was just too far. But I knew I could get Vettel and all those people. So when Jeff said it's the last lap, I was just gonna send it on Vettel, because he did the same to me. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it back. He was the only one without penalty, so I knew if I overtake him, I would have got second. But yeah, it's good to have my second podium this season.
Yeah. I saw you had a great battle with no shells when you were on the softs there. I also said as well, would you stop fighting because you might not catch the guys in front. Ended up not the case, but a good battle with no shells nonetheless, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the battle didn't cost me too much because I knew everyone around me had pens, and Aldaf on mediums, I think we would catch him anyway, even when we're battling. So, but it was fun battling with no shells. I knew he had pens, so I wasn't fighting too hard, but it was still fun battling with him.
Hey, good stuff, good stuff. Hungary next is the next track on the calendar. I've only got 4 more races to go after this one. What's your thought heading to the Hungary next?
I think I lost my win there on the last lap in Div 2 last season there, but it's a good track for me. Hopefully I don't think I can get a win next week because this tier is just too fast, but maybe around the podium, P5, P4, I'll take that.
You say too fast, you got second here, so...
Yeah, but that was because Easton and stuff got really unlucky.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, well done on your podium, and good luck Hungary next week.
Cheers.
We go to our winner, Ron Beeford in the Ferrari. Your second win in a row, obviously backing up your win from Russia last week. Obviously last week, if I remember rightly, you were towards the front and you just had to maintain the pace. This one, because of the safety car and your strategy, you were right in the thick of it. You had Draco and Mansell in and around you, especially on those hard tyres. But as I said to Milan, your pace on the hards, your consistency on the hard tyres seemed to help you win this race today. As soon as you had the gap over, obviously Draco had the penalties. That was it. But obviously to still maintain the pace, despite you looking in a very strong position, was also good. You must be very happy with that.
Sorry, muted. Generally happy with win anyway, regardless of what it is. But no, the consistency came from when I pitted and I was behind. I think I was behind Drake. I had a poor restart. I got done in turn 1, and I just said save my tyres, save the rear, because that's what goes off first, especially turn 12, and make sure I pick one by one, which I did. Then when the guys on the medium pitted, just kept it consistent, didn't push it too hard to make many mistakes, kept the tyres in good check, and helped me win obviously in the end.
Yeah, and as I said, second win in a row from Russia. Would you have said this was a more difficult race to win than Russia, or they both equally as difficult to win it?
No, Russia was definitely more difficult because I never had the pace really to win at Russia. Whereas here, I felt like I had much better pace to fight. So. And plus, in Russia, I was on mediums for most of the race, which wasn't nice. So.
Obviously, in this stage of the season, you joined relatively late. There's only a few more races to go.
Last race was my first race in Russia. So.
Wow. Well, there you go. But I said a statement at the end of this race. Obviously, you've won 2 in a row now. Obviously, you can't do anything this season. But if you are back next season, the big one, 23 race old season, I think you're going to be up there. Based on this, I mean it's early days, I know, of course, and of course we'll be adding different drivers or shuffling it about, of course, but I'm already quite impressed, and I think there's going to be a lot of people, Easton included, who's on course to potentially win this season. It's going to be looking at you as a threat, if you like.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's if I've joined racing, which I think I will. So it'd be a good fight because Easton also has the pace. He's been unlucky the last 2 races, so I think had he have, I don't know what happened to him, to be honest. I couldn't say, but had he have not had what happened to him, probably would have been a very good fight. Depending on what strategy he did. So I'm sure if I was here next season, it'd be very close.
Be interesting to see. I can't imagine if you and Easton end up teammates. That'd be interesting as well.
Please no.
Look, quick word on Hungary next. 3 in a row.
Oh, hopefully. It always makes carnage, doesn't it? So anything can really happen, can't it? So who knows? One of them.
Golden Egg Fryer in the chat. That is a lovely name, by the way. Saying about our race schedule. Do we have any links in the race schedule? Well, the Nightbot has just put up the website in a simpler way, but I can give you a quick rundown. So we have 5 divisions. We're all doing Bahrain at the moment. So you've just seen the F1 division. Pinnacle, the fastest group that we have. F2 is tomorrow, and then you've got F5 on the Tuesday, F3 Wednesday, F4 on the Thursday. And we've got Hungary, Canada, Austria and China to finish off this season just before Christmas. We then have a couple of weeks break, and then we start a big 23 race season including Imola, Portimao and Jeddah in the middle of January. So not long break between this season and next, but want it in detail, there's the website just above what the Nightbot has just put. So there you go. Right, congrats on the top 3. Hippo, thank you very much for joining me. That was a great race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been better if Vettel wasn't involved.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Calm yourself. Yeah, as I mentioned, Hungary is next for these guys in the F1 division. Hopefully they can produce another great race around that very tricky technical circuit next week. Don't know who's going to be streaming next week. Might be me, might be somebody else, but I'm sure whoever it is will have a good race to watch. Also, I also mentioned F2 is on tomorrow. Believe that should be BF1 Racer and Helki Tomo for the ever entertaining F2 division, and F5, then F3, then F4 in that order, all 8 PM. Make sure you join us for all of those for another great Bahrain Grand Prix races. Until next time, take care once again and see you later.